Hi guys, I'm Ed.
I'm Harry.
Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas yesterday and Christmas Eve as well the day before. Happy Boxing Day, and it's time to settle down with 2 hogs and have a hog off.
That's right, but not so much a hog off as a discussion, because I think we're actually on the same page on this one as we so often are.
Indeed.
The Last Guardian came out this year, in fact quite recently, after 9 years of development, I think it was.
Something like that, yeah.
And, well, what do you think?
I'm going to start off by saying that I don't think this game is shit, which I know will surprise a lot of you, but I have a lot of problems with it. I need to just, distinguish that whilst I did kind of enjoy the game, I have a lot of problems with it as a whole. Let's start. Where to start? The engine it runs on and the controls are unforgivable. It's clearly, because obviously, as you said, I think it started in 2008 or 2009.
Yeah, PS3.
Yeah, and like you said, PS3. There's your problem. It's already several years, it's 9 years old. Games don't age well. Games have never aged well, especially 9 years. Think what games were like 9 years ago. We were getting Modern Warfare 2 and stuff 9 years ago. Look how far it's a great game, but look how far we've come. The problem is when your controls and engine that hasn't really changed since Shadow of the Colossus is still doing badly, change it. This game is actually a very simple game of, you are little boy, Trico big bird dog thing follows you around, enter new room. Try and find way through new room, either by yourself or with Trico. Try and get Trico through that room, into the next room, rinse, lather, repeat. That is the game as a whole. Now that would be way easier if the freaking controls didn't just throw you in the wrong direction or not do things that you tell it to do at the time. And yeah, that's a very minor quibble for me to start off with, but boy is it the bugbear of every single review you will see. Even Jacksepticeye, the love child of Team Ico, just by the end of his playthrough, at the beginning was going, this is getting a little by the end was going, fucking controls! Like, it's really, really frustrating. It does tear you from that experience.
See, what my major issue with Last Guardian is essentially it is one long escort mission.
Yes.
Now, that is something that was done extremely well in Ico, their first game, and it was a wonderful game. And, when they did Shadow of the Colossus, there was also speculation, will the Last Guardian be more like Shadow or more like Ico? And it was a lot more like Ico. So it was retreading that same kind of ground, and obviously, the AI and the Trico itself was a massive achievement, but escort missions for a whole game? I mean, aren't we past this? Could you not have made a bit more? And I should disclose, I haven't played the entire game through, but it just gets a bit tedious. It's not that fun. I mean, when you're figuring out how to solve a puzzle and you're wondering, how do I do this? It's this! Hooray! It's exciting, but doing that for an entire game is just not a fun experience.
But part of figuring those puzzles out is being able to traverse your environment as easily and seamlessly as possible, and with a crap engine and crap controls, you can't do that, which makes the whole puzzle-solving process way more frustrating than it needs to be. An entire game cannot really be entirely puzzle-solving. I know that's a very controversial thing to say, because things like Portal worked wonderfully, but that was a simple game that didn't involve too much. Now, one of the reasons that this game took so long to develop was because Trico, the big bird cat thing, for those of you who don't know, that is actually entirely AI controlled. There's very few cutscenes in this game. It's all in-engine, so it's all going on live. It's not compressed videos, it's actually happened. And that is one of the things that makes this game super impressive. Trico is very real. He looks and feels very real. The way he acts, the way he plays with the environment, it's very subtle. It's a she. Sorry, you're right. And then basically, so you have to feed it barrels throughout the game. That's kind of part of the incentive to get Trico through these things.
Very strange food as well.
Indeed.
Why there are barrels left everywhere? Sorry, picking holes.
But basically, like, if you throw the barrel to him, which can sometimes take you an hour to do because of the controls, he will literally kind of look at it and bat it about with his paw and then go, boom, and just eat it. And it's very subtle, but that's very cool. You have to actually get this AI into the right spot to try and, so it can figure out what it needs to do next. Now, whilst I've just complimented that also comes with a lot of problems where the AI doesn't want to do what you want it to do, which is a real arsehole. Admittedly, I don't get my dog to obey everything I say when I tell it to sit. It doesn't always do it straight away. I guess that's what they were kind of going for, or maybe that's how you could blag it. But the storyline of the game...
Yeah, now that's one thing I'll praise.
It is better.
Now, obviously, I haven't played through the entire game, so I'm looking forward to the ending, because that's one thing that Team Ico do extremely well. The story, whilst they never give away too much, is enough to just keep you engrossed in the action. It's very compelling. And it's, this explorative storytelling style, and that works superbly well. And I can't fault them on that, but if they'd just done everything else a little bit better, then I would have fallen in love with this game even more.
So here's a little bit of a controversial statement, which I know is unsurprising from me. But basically, this is going to be hard to say. The Last Guardian wouldn't have been given any time if it didn't have the Team Ico label on it, is how I would end this review. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game, but it's not a great game. Shadow of the Colossus is a great game. Ico, arguably a great game. This is a fine, good game. I know I'm being picky with my superlatives there, but basically, the game is lacking so much focus because of, well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically, I feel like if this game didn't have the hype and the stuff behind it, it would have just gone under the radar and it would have died on its arse and no one would have cared about it, no one would have thought about it. And I think we have to not just jump on this game and bum it for what it is, which is a successor to one of the most loved games of all time. We have to look at it at face value. Yeah, it's got the beauty and charm of a Team Ico game, but it's got all the problems of a non-Team Ico crap game, and that can't be overlooked, and that is my problem with it. I don't hate the game. I think what they did they did a fine job. They could have done better. They probably could have maybe tried some different gameplay stuff, but frankly, after 9 years, I stopped caring.
Yes, well, I guess that's a sad point to end on, but that's just what it is. So guys, let us know in the comments below what you thought of the Last Guardian. You're trying to call it Eco. It's not Eco. It's the Last Guardian. It's the new one.
Yeah, do let us know what you think. Did you enjoy it? Did you have any problems with the game? What aspects of the story did you enjoy? Don't post spoilers. Admittedly, I already know how it ends.
And spoiled it for me.
Yeah, and spoiled it for Harry on a live stream, but don't ruin it for other people down there. Sorry, mate. Anyway, guys, we hope you've enjoyed watching this. Like we said, hope you had a lovely Christmas and hope this has been a nice kind of post-Christmas chill out, watching a nice discussion with two handsome hogs.
Yes, now go back and enjoy whatever crap TV's on for Boxing Day.
Yes, drink with family, do things, chill out, stroke your dog, do whatever you want.
Eat, drink and be merry, as they say.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, guys, we will see you in the next video.
See you then, guys.
Bye, Z's.